Hi, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the caravan. Today's the day. Ross has just gone to go and see the caravan be collected. The guys that we bought it off have been amazing. They've been like super helpful. Couldn't have done more for us to make it a smooth transaction and get us on our way to getting this set up. So we're really grateful to them. We actually came across this caravan through watching their YouTube channel. It's the Irish Homestead on YouTube if you want to go and give them a follow and see how they got on with their Irish farmhouse renovation. It's completed now, but the process was like a joy to watch them come through from what it was to what it is now. So yeah, go and give them a follow. I'll leave their channel link in the description box below. It's not the best day for us to be moving a caravan, I don't think. It's very wet, it's a little bit windy, but we're in Ireland, so when is there really a good day or a good time to be doing these sorts of things? That you've just got to get them done as and when you can. Unfortunately, I have to go to work probably around the time that the caravan is going to arrive on site, so I'm hoping that Ross will get some footage so we can show you the process of us getting it onto the land. I do have slight concerns about it fitting in our gateway. The caravan itself is 10 foot wide. Our gateway at the front is about 12.5 foot, but it does narrow, so we have had to remove part of the wall on the left hand side of the gateway to make sure that we can actually get it in with hopefully without having to take down any more of the wall, or we just hope that we don't cause any damage to the caravan while trying to get it on the land. But we're going to do it slow and steady. We've got a couple of family members coming to give us a hand, so hopefully it will go pretty smoothly. As you can see, she's here, not without its difficulties. The day that she arrived literally couldn't have been the worst day for weather. It was cold, it was wet, it didn't stop raining all day. The guys did such a good job. Like, the driveway was extremely tight to be getting the caravan in. But with a lot of patience and persistence and help from neighbours and the guys that dropped it off, we now have her in place. I've been a little bit lax on actually recording quite a lot over the last couple of weeks because we've been focusing so much on just getting her ready to move in. We've given her a paint job to brighten her up and freshen her up, and we've started moving things over from our old house into the caravan and kind of packing things up there. well as getting the caravan ready for us to move in, we also need to make sure it's ready for our cats and dogs to move in. And we're moving our chickens as well. So we were going to set up the chickens kind of down this end of the garden, but we know from experience that it's easier to have chickens close to where you are. You're going to be checking on them at least twice a day to let them out in the morning and to put them away in the evening. So to be going up and down the garden a couple of times a day, or like to bring water up to them, to bring bedding up to them, their feed up to them, you want them to be relatively close to where you are. And we knew that down the line they would be fairly close to the house. So we figured we'd put them kind of alongside the caravan. They will be pretty much just outside our front door. Means they're going to be close by. We can get the eggs pretty easily, and hopefully it won't be too stressful for them to move over. If we need to move them when the builders start the work on the house, we will have to move them, but that's not a problem. At least they'll be on the land and we can work it out if it means that we need to move them somewhere else for the time being. But close by to where you live rather than right down the bottom end of the garden is definitely a recommended tip if you are considering getting hens. This patch in particular is probably a little bit better for the hens as well. It's mostly wood chip. It does have a couple of tree stumps and things to kind of keep them interested. And we've also put a bit of fencing along this end anyway to try and keep the dogs in. And even though the dogs do get interested in the hens, they're more than used to them being around. They can give them a little spook occasionally if they get too close to the edge of the fence. But this is the other reason why we keep them penned in, because the dogs don't understand that they're not meant to chase after them. So yeah, this should be a good spot for them. It should be pretty dry. It shouldn't get too muddy. Plenty for them to scratch around in, and yeah, hopefully they will be happy in this new spot. Also, with the hens being in this particular area, it means that we can kind of plant up around the edge of the fencing. We've got this lovely willow tree here, and we were considering putting a bit of a bench or a bit of a bed or something around it, just to add a bit of interest. But yeah, it means that we can hopefully have a few things to plant around the edge of the hen enclosure. And I'll probably be doing a separate video on that and what is beneficial to hens and what not to plant near hens, because there are a few plants that they probably shouldn't eat, and they normally will try and eat whatever they can. So we'll go through that in another video. hens moved in. We moved them over last night. It's definitely easier to move them overnight, so then when you open up the coop in the morning, it's just like them being released out of their own coop back at the previous location. We've put netting over the top of the run for now, mainly to protect them from other birds coming in and to stop other birds getting to their feed. Certainly larger ones like jackdaws have been a problem in the past, but it took them a little while to come out this morning. We waited for about 45 minutes before one of them was brave enough to come out, but once one of them came out and started having a breakfast, the others soon followed suit. So hopefully they'll be happy enough settled in here. It'll probably take them a little while, just a few days, to kind of get used to the routine up here, but we are eventually probably going to be covering this section so that it protects them from the rain a little bit more. But yeah, hopefully they'll be a bit happier than they were in the polytunnel. Now we're on the land permanently. It means we can really get stuck into the gardening side of things, which I'm super excited for and have been a bit impatient about getting started. But to be honest, it's not just been the fact that we've been super busy with moving. The weather here has been absolutely horrendous. Apparently it has rained in Ireland throughout the entirety of 2026 so far. So we just have a lot of water to be dealing with, which we weren't really planning on having to deal with quite as much. Now we've not got any more heavy machinery coming onto the land. It means that we can actually tidy up a lot of kind of the disruption and the mess that's been left from that sort of thing. And then we can start sowing some seeds, planning some sort of foundations for what we want to do bed-wise. Once we've cut down a bit more of the tree stumps, we can put the polytunnel in. That's probably going to be the next big thing that will be installed. And then then we can really start working on the garden and getting it looking much nicer than our abundant muddy field as it is at the minute. So getting excited for that, and just I suppose it's helped that some of the bulbs have been coming up, so it's nice to see some things that are flowering, and I just want to have a beautiful space by the time the summer comes around. It's going to be one of those years where it's putting in a lot of bases, like initial foundations for things, so it will look nice, but it will only be the start of what is to come, as the garden sort of evolves with us and grows with us as well. So join us next time when we'll hopefully have a few more bits and pieces done in the garden, and thanks again for coming by. We'll hope to see you next time.